out. Help me out. Tell me what I should, how I should, Y'all, and what's good, y'all all from different backgrounds, so y'all all know what y'all friends are looking for, so y'all help them out. And I appreciate it very much. So, how can I do this? Help me out, ladies.
So why don't you start off by telling us what it is you're looking for in a woman? And that'll be simple, not the real
okay, that's
shallow
good. That's good.
That's
good. That's good.
Because it gets you talking and kind of gets us a little interested in what you're.
Yes. First of all, I'm gonna put it out there. I am a 46-year-old brother, and I am 46, and I am single, and I'm a bachelor, and I have no kids, and you can say I put every family on the, I didn't put it purposely, but it was put on the background where I can achieve some of the other things in my goal I wanted to get, like working, thank God. I achieved 2 masters and hope that they will work for me because I want to put out there. I try to maintain my health, and I put focus on making myself, what's the good word, for Mrs. Right for me. Focus on bringing down the weight. It used to be 280, now 205. Went out and bought me some soup to dress up the package.
Appeal to the ladies. To appeal to the women.
Appeal to the women. And y'all all beautiful women here in different backgrounds and perspective. So what can I do to help me find someone who's looking for someone in their life? Like R. Kelly said, go half on a.
So again, you still haven't expressed your likes or what it is that you're actually looking for in a woman?
Well, first of all, I like a woman who makes 2 love to laugh because that's healthy. And we all go through stressful lives. If you got to come home and be stressed, what's the point? I want somebody, even on a tough day, you find the ability to laugh because that helps. And I don't need to get a relationship. If I'm depressed before a relationship, I don't need to get a relationship with I go home and I'm depressed.
No, that's right.
Marco's like, say that, brother. Say that.
I have a question for you, Rick.
Yes.
I'm sure you have been out on dates before. Of course you have. Yes, you have. But it didn't work out. Did the woman express to you her dislikes, why this is not going to work?
In all my dates, they never, I guess, verbally say to me why it don't work. But I have my reason why it don't work. It's basically, I think it's all superficial because they don't really see me. They just look at me, and if they go, well, I'm not interested, then either their loss, my loss, or our loss because they didn't dwell deeper. They didn't really find out who Rick was or Rick is. So, like I said, they know. They answer questions. They never really say, but my assumption they just didn't like what they saw.
So, if you are trying to find Mrs. Right, to have children, to get married and whatever, if you can't get past that barrier of what they don't like, how do you expect to find someone?
Well, that's where communication needs to come. If this woman don't like them, the communication, they should say, okay, what is wrong? Go ahead and say it.
Are you asking?
I'm not asking because,
See, that's what I was saying.
Because
our video wants to say something.
you're male, but hold up. Now, be honest. When a woman says she don't like you, and if you question that, then automatically you not only are you ex, now you don't took it to another level.
That's not true.
Most of the time, now you took it to a level. Now
I agree with Angelle.
I just don't. Here you go. I just don't like you. Then she upset.
No.
And plus, I feel like I tell this dude all the time. He got a really good personality. There's some women out here that would mess with you. I just don't believe you. Generally, a good guy, you gonna find somebody. I mean, I just find it hard. I know what you're saying because he always like, it's because they just don't like the way I look. I just don't believe that. I think men are more that way. We more pressed about the visual. But women can love anybody for real if they love it, you know.
That's true, they can. But if y'all would only put on my eyes and wear my shoes for a day, then you will probably see what I'm talking about. Because just every day walking, I get mean mugs, I get frowns, I get the head turned this way. And if me being a gentleman, being from North Carolina, I don't mind saying good morning, how you doing? But if I say that, you know what?
Well,
look,
Rick, my whole thing is you cannot take that personal because you don't know what a person is thinking. Just because they look at you, you might be the one that triggered it. You know what I'm saying? Not just because of the way you look. It could just be something that's going on within them. It's always somebody out here for everybody.
That's true.
So don't always feel like a person looking at you, Ricky, and just, you know what I'm saying? You cannot feel like that.
Well, that's true, but if it happened once and then it's different another day, that's a different story. But if for years and you still try to be polite to somebody and all the answer is hello,
Well, you making it like it's just that one person.
Yeah. No, it ain't just one person. That's why it's a big deal, because it's not just one person.
And see, though, with all due respect, too, you got to admit, like, I think the one thing that's going to help is with the suits and stuff, because a lot of people form an opinion on a lot of times the way you're dressed.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes people equate, you know.
They measure you up.
Yep.
You get automatically measured by how you come across, how you dress, how you speak.
Yes.
Then when the next level of uncovering is where you've been, what you know, what kind of job you have, that equates money. Those are things that become automatic to people now. Society moves so fast that you just automatically know the questions to ask, know exactly what the responses you are looking for to equally match up with you, and if they don't, you just, okay, I'm done. It's like speed dating.
Yeah.
You do that walking down the street, you know what I mean? With people that you might find that are interested in you, that, you know, maybe you don't have exactly what it is they're looking for, but you're not going to have everything that everyone's looking for.
And everybody at that point where they know the deal breakers, you know, you'd be like, that's it.
But as a person, I'm not trying to fit somebody's mold. I'm really trying to be.
But you got to a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, like I said, you got to use the same thing you hit somebody with. You got to use that to keep somebody. And if I put on a show just to get somebody to like me, and knowing that's not me, to keep them, that becomes a chore.
Absolutely, I agree.
And that becomes a chore, and then when it becomes a chore, that usually causes the relationship that you think you have to fail because you can't hold up that chore.
But what you call putting on a show? That's what I'm saying.
Oh, well, you know, first of all, y'all know me for a while. I'm a Southern boy, and you know, I like to see you laughing, I like to see you smile. Like Shirley, when we had that party at my friend's house, I wanted everybody to be drunk. Go ahead, whatever you do.
You were almost there.
I mean, whatever we have here is your enjoy. And same thing that Angelle did when she had her pool party. She made sure everybody, hey, this is here for you. Enjoy yourself. And that's the type of person I am. And anybody who know me, who really knows me, I'm about a people person. I'm about having a good time. With the reunions, I go all out to make sure that all the family members feel like they're happy. And that's why I am. But when you go out here and just try to be friendly to people, you get like they rather spit on me than they say hello.
Well, that has to do with culture here in DMV.
Yep, you got that right.
So you got a heavy mountain to climb as it relates to just that alone being in this area.
Yeah.
Period. If you were in Atlanta, if you were in Texas, somewhere southern, you might get a different warmth, a different feel from women because they're more reserved, more relaxed. There's not a lot of competition. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in any big city you go in or you live in and you work in, that's just going to be a part of the norm for you. It is what it is. So, I'm sorry. Yeah. That's just culture here in DMV.
Because here, women got the guard up because everybody playing games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just already a part of what you got to deal with.
Plus here, back in the day, it used to be that men were there for support, a lot financially, but here, it's not the case because there's women here that make more money than men make. So, you know, you just can't say, I got money and I want to be with you. Because, nah. What you got? What you that ain't nothing. You know.
But nowadays,
What I
you gotta
wanna say is,
ask
like
that
I
too.
explained to you one time before when my husband and I met.
Yes.
I thought he was out of my caliber.
Yeah.
But he was someone that I was interested in. So I played the game. So if you want me to be this way, for a while I'm going to be this way.
Yeah.
Once I got him, interested,
Yeah.
then I gradually went back to myself. And he actually enjoyed it. I've been with the man over 30 years.
Right.
So, I mean, what worked for me may not work for you, but you got to start somewhere.
Well, I'm a yielding person, if like I said, if I know you spout it, it's serious, and it ain't just a game, hey, I can mold, but for me to mold and you really ain't serious about me, you just say, okay, let me see how much I can get, then yeah, there's a little bit skeptical.
But a lot of times, that's the chance you take.
Yeah.
Nothing is
It is.
guaranteed.
And so let me ask you a question in general terms. If you could say, like, your dating that you've been involved in, like 3 months, how long, 6 months, a year? Is there a time frame that you like to deal with a person before you know that this is a person that you want to even go to the next level with? Is that 2 weeks? Is it a day? How does that work for you?
To me, I think it should at least 2 months. Should be.
That's okay. So in my opinion, it takes time to get to know a person, because right off the top you get a person's representative, what they want you to think they are and who they are. It takes about 6 to 7 months just to get past that one of those layers for a person to let their guard down, to be very honest, forthright, and earnest with you, so they can be earnest with themselves. Now you got about a year. Now let's go through some things. Let's go through some hardships. Let's figure out, if you ask me for something and I'm normally getting it, and then you might ask me for it, I ain't gonna give it to you. I want to see how you're gonna act. So now we're in year 1.5. Now about 2 years, okay, damn, we done been together, we done gone through some things. I see the kind of person that you are. Now I might be ready to kind of root with you. You cannot know a person and be able to establish whether this is the person for you in 2 months. I'm not a believer in that.
That's true. I believe it. I concur with you there.
I'm just not a believer in that. I think you need time. Time tells all.
I think all 2 months tell you is whether you feel like you want to go ahead
continue to be bothered with them.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. 2 months really creates baby mamas and baby daddies more than parents.
Absolutely.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's why we got. In the black race, we have a lot of the issues that we do, and we have the single parenting issue, and then that's another level that you got to deal with too, being a single person, and you got to deal with Monique that has 5 or 6 children, or even 2, and 5 baby fathers and other niggas, and it's a lot being a single person, and I applaud you for hanging in there. I applaud you.
But see, one thing I do sympathize with the women who are in that situation, but the one thing you gotta think about, because all this nonsense is going on, I feel like you gotta know that they're gonna have their guard up. So for you to sit there and say, to give up so quick, like, I feel like if a dude want a woman, he gonna do what he gotta do to get her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for you to be like, shoot, she playing games, or she don't want to mess with me. If you know what I'm saying, you gotta go ahead and fight a little bit more. I know you in your mind you thinking like, who should I have to do that for? I feel like if she worth it, you go ahead and take it.
When do you know?
You'll know.
You will know because it's
going to
you.
tell. That time is going to tell. The time, just like you said, the laughter that comes with that time, the feel-good moments that come with that time, how you get through controversy and contrast, the time is going to tell that for you. Okay, you understand? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
The time is going to tell. So you will look forward to going home or going somewhere and meeting that person and being with that person. You know what I mean? And look forward to sharing different pieces. But you got to go through some things. This lady on Steve Harvey, I listen to Steve Harvey. I'm a Steve Harvey fanatic. But this lady was on there yesterday. No, she was on Michael Bates and talking about marriage and divorce, the difference between the two, what's good, what's best, blah, blah, blah. You really don't understand your life until you go through some shit. You know what I mean? You got to go through some things to understand and get some perspective. And that contrast makes you a better person, I think. Nothing can be so easy and rosy and primrose for you.
The thing is, I'm not even getting to that part because they're shutting me out or shutting me down before I even get to that part.
But it could be you.
Oh, well, y'all see me make changes.
Just because it's physical doesn't mean anything to do with your mind.
That's
now
it.
You gotta. One of the hardest parts about black men is getting you all to understand it's certain things about who you are. You gotta grow, and you have to evolve past some of those things you are so accustomed to and feel comfortable in. You have to grow and evolve. And that's the only way you're going to see a change in your thinking, a change in the way people respond to you. You got to let some of it go. It's hard. It feels insecure. It feels like, who are these people to tell me I need to make a change?
Yep.
Who the hell they think they are? I've been doing this. I'm handling mine. I'm a man. You know, yeah, you are. And it's not taking away from that. But in order to move forward, you got to grow. You got to understand that it's not just about you.
Okay, I mean, I concur with that. But like I said, but like I said, it's like, oh no, but I'm just saying, I go out there and then, it's like, if I even look like I'm gonna look at a woman,
I just don't buy that. I just don't buy it.
I mean, I'm serious.
Because when you see that, what is your response when you see a frowned up woman? Say you saw a woman that you were attracted to.
You know what I said?
And her face is all frowned up.
I tell myself, keep your head up. Don't, if that's, if I see a person, a woman, I just say she's at the door and I'm coming. And that could be nothing on that side. But knowing that if she look at me, there's a tendency that I might speak. And if I see her turn, and I'll just say, keep your head up. You know what? And sometimes I mess up because some women do speak. I mess up because I'm already prepared that this woman's going to turn her head away, or she's going to frown up, or she's going to mean mug me, and actually a female will talk. But most of the time when I see her, I just say, keep my head up, because it ain't you. That's her.
When you walk past these people and they giving you these looks as you're indicating, do you say anything to them, or you just keep going? Do you say, like hi, I'm Ricky, or...
Yeah. I say, hey, or, that's what I get.
Are you walking, or like y'all, like...
No, he's flying.
No, I mean, let's say like you waiting for the Navy Yard bus. Is this happening while y'all...
It's like from walking here to walking to the building, I gotta go in there and pass a woman that's coming by. And it's not just black women, because there's other women, but it hurts worse when it's black women.
Why does it hurt you?
Because I figured, why are you doing this?
Doing what?
I'm saying, not black women, but women always claim that there's no good men or there's no men out there, but look how you treat men. I mean, I'm just saying hello. Hold on. Not just saying hello. And the reaction I get is like, it's either, like they so scared that they might be talking to me that I might talk to them, or it's, hey, without any sensitivity, no civility. It's like, hey, or they frown up, or they just don't even say nothing at all. Just pass right on by. And I say, why? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this?
Well, have you ever tried not to be so aggressive, but a little more aggressive? Because
no,
I feel
cannot.
like,
I cannot.
Okay,
As big as I can't.
You can't use that.
I feel like my whole thing is, I feel like by you sitting up here saying that when women walk past they frown or stuff like that, because I do that, and I don't do it to the right. I don't do it intentionally, but I have had guys be like, "Damn, baby, what's wrong? Why are you frowning?" You know what I'm saying? And they will make me smile, or they'll just, or if I don't say anything back, and they'll keep saying, or they'll keep saying, you know what I'm saying? Well, what's wrong? You want to talk about? You know what I'm saying? Just to start up something, just to see where I'm coming from, or just to see if I'm frowning at them.
Right.
Well,
so that's what I mean by being a little more aggressive with it. Because believe it or not, it might be the women in DMV, but they like that aggression.
They do.
They really do. They like that aggression.
That is true.
But
yes.
But professionally, I really can't do that.
Well, we're not to forget professionally, because you're operating just on professionalism alone. So you got to separate the two.
Yeah.
Separate the two.
I can't be too aggressive like that, because then.
I'm sorry. It's like I just been taught the worst she can do, she ain't gonna kill you. She gonna say no.
She gonna say no.
That's
and keep
it.
Moving. That's all.
I don't care what color.
Yeah.
I don't care what color, how they look, or whatever you into. All they can do is say no. I don't care who they are.
And keep it moving. No, I'm okay, sweetheart. All right, you have a good day.
Exactly.
The point is, why? I don't understand it. Maybe I'm lost on why do that. And then in the same breath talking about how men don't treat women right.
But I don't believe that. I just see. Don't you get the impression that every woman you lay eyes on do this to you.
But that's the way you come across.
And I just
so
don't.
Some of your conversation when you're having with these women too, you might come across as being so burned that they don't want to be bothered. Like you got all these walls up that they feel like, damn, I got a job I got to deal with. I got, my condo, my bills, and here I got this dude trying to get at me, and he got all these issues. You understand
But
what I'm
they
saying?
don't know these issues yet because they already they don't know the issues.
I'm talking about when you gotten to a point where you're taking someone out to eat or you're dating and that kind of thing. When you come across like that, if you came across to me like that in a date, just being a person like that, I'm going to give you, okay.
This is the last day. This is the last day.
We done told you what not to do, so we need to work on what he should do.
That's what it's for.
Right. So I agree with Camilla. As you're walking down the street, if you see someone that you are interested in that's mean mugging you, speak to them. Hi, how are you? And then if they turn their head until you get out their face, you know not to approach that person
Right.
anymore.
Exactly.
But she could turn around and you have a whole big conversation with her.
Or she could see you the next day and have a big conversation with you.
You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
Just make sure she heard you. Because you start telling yourself, oh, maybe she ain't hear me. Don't even let that become an option. Just be like, I know you heard me. You know what I'm saying?
I know you heard me. I do that all the time. I mean, clearly you being a guy is different from being a woman.
Yeah.
Like when I walk down the street with Camilla or whoever I walk down the street with, it's a total different piece. But I'm with Shirley. I recommend that you go put yourself in different places to meet certain caliber of women. I'm not going to tell you run up in the church. Okay, the church is a great place, but it's not the place to meet a woman. Figure out some of the things that you really, really enjoy doing and put yourself in that environment so at least you know you're going to meet someone that likes the same thing that you do. Be it whatever, weightlifting, that's something that you might enjoy, working out. If you read books, if you want to get into golf, it's many things that you can do, but find something to do to capture your interest, and maybe you might meet someone there that will capture your interest as well because y'all share similar interests.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm going to try to do when they get hot, because, I done did everything else, now I got all this free time, and I'm trying to find out what's out there that women don't go.
Don't worry about them. Worry about you.
Oh, well, I am.
Figure out something that you like.
I am priority. So I got to be happy. So hopefully it's with my counterpart. But if not, I still got to keep pushing. But I'm still trying to get out there and find out like bowling, like golfing.
Absolutely.
And working out. Trying to find. But like I said, the hardest part is the initial. What are y'all really seeing? I mean, what initially makes you want to say? No.
That's when your aggressive come in because you want them to see the inside of you and not the outside.
And it's about how you feel about you. You know what I'm saying? It's about how you feel about you. And don't worry about them, like what makes them one. Just know that you like that and you're going to present yourself as being that way. You know what I'm saying?
So your confidence is the part that you really want people to see without you saying a word. You have a confidence about you, a swagger about you that doesn't even have to have a conversation.
Swagger.
Yeah, it's all right. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest though. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to get arrogant, but
Well, sometimes it requires you to not being arrogant in an asshole way, but arrogant in a level of confidence that
exactly.
Listen to what I'm saying to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a whole lot of giggly going on. I'm an educated brother. I've been working. Boom, I got this. I'm here. Okay. So I'm where I want to be with me. Okay. I'm cool. And so you don't have to resonate that all the time by verbalizing it. It's just something that you put on every day without putting no clothes on. It's just your confidence. It's nothing to do with being egotistical.
Well, I am going, with y'all help, I am going to, your help too, I am trying to take it up a notch.
Can I ask you a question too?
Ask, that's what it's
like,
for. Don't be scared.
Do you happen to? I know you work out and all that stuff. Do you meet any women at these gyms?
Well, not really, because the gym I work out is the Marine Barracks gym.
Okay.
And it's really
No women.
no women in there. It just
Because I'd just be curious, since that's where you seem to spend a lot of time. If you was in like some sort of co-ed type of joint, I would just be interested to see the reactions, because it seemed like these cold turkey joints you get on the street.
Yeah. See, the thing is, right now, because I was trying to lose weight, it's better for me to be able, because it won't be no distraction. But now you ain't the first person that said it, because some of the guys over there across the street, maybe y'all said I need to go somewhere like Planet Fitness where there are more women there. You know?
But just be cautious that, you know, it's a lot of women that go looking for things that you might not be interested in the gym.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, don't let somebody run you up into a Planet Fitness on these other places.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of women in there. Yeah, it is, but it's a lot of women that got game. Women got game regardless of where they are, what they do. Again, go because you want to go for yourself.
True.
That way you don't feel like you're losing out on anything when you do go and maybe it doesn't work out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're doing it because it's for you, not because of someone else. Does that make sense?
Oh, it makes a lot of sense, because
You're not blowing your money joining a gym just because for women. You know what I'm
there's
saying?
some freaks in there.
Yeah.
They look good. Everything look good ain't good. You understand?
Yeah, trust me, I've been to a couple of them. And
A woman appreciates, they value a man that really thinks of himself a certain way, that has a certain swagger, that comes across, you know, visibly. We are all visual. Right off the top, visually, you get a certain type of man is attracted to you. Same thing with Shirley, because of the way she presents herself. Same with me. It's the same thing with men. The way you present yourself, you're going to attract a certain type of woman. Does that make sense to you?
Yep.
And so the more you refine that, the more you refine it.
And see, that's what I feel the advantage men have. Because any dude, I could be an asshole and throw on the suit that you got on. I could be Mr. Asshole. You could be Rick Branch, nice guy. We could walk down the street, the same suit. And we could both.
Have to deal with
Exactly. Whereas
You're
women,
so absolutely right.
they seem to wear their personality. Like, if they that type of wear flowery dresses or whatever, they going to wear a flowery dress or whatever they going to do. But it's just harder to judge, you know.
With men.
Yeah, because that's what put up that wall. You got to break it down, you know, or have some patience with it, to me.
Yeah, it sounds like, you could use a bit of patience and really taking the time.
46 years old.
You're young.
In certain aspects, I'm young.
You're still young. You're still young.
In certain aspect, but in certain aspect, I'm old too, because I got nieces and nephews who are parents.
Yes, okay, and it's just not the time for you right now.
I'm just trying to figure out what are other women seeing from
That's
your
what I want to know.
Because me looking at you, you are to me an attractive man. You're not someone that I would frown upon, like, oh my God.
That's what I say to him, Shirley.
But
That's what I say
you
too.
do have certain things that I don't like, and I have always told you that. But you not going to change it, so I'm not going to go into it. But that's the only thing that I find that's displeasing to me. But because if I didn't know you and I was out there looking, I would stop by and give you 5 minutes.
Can you give him your opinion, and I'm gonna give him mine too. Do the same thing Shirley did. If this is the truth for you, because I'm gonna tell you mine.
Yeah. be straight up. Be honest as if you know.
I agree with Shirley.
Keep it real. Keep it 100.
I agree with Shirley. Yeah, because we had the same conversation with him.
Yeah.
So, and it was amazing because Shirley didn't even say nothing. I just came straight in and said everything.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I agree with Shirley.
Okay, so just me knowing you, and don't take this the wrong way.
Oh, no,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm being
asking
honest.
for it.
I've learned to, like you as a brother. You know what I'm saying? Because I could easily use you as prey because that's just how easy you are. I could take you and bend you backwards so many different ways. It's ridiculous without you even knowing, because that's how you come across.
Okay.
You come across as very easy to me. Different women, different breed.
Yeah.
I could allure you. I could do so many different things without you even knowing it.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So the level of a woman like myself, as many of me out there, and I'm talking in the context of me not being married.
Yeah.
If I were a single person, I would just run through you like crazy.
Yeah.
Because you have a very soft side that I see
Yeah.
right off the top, just talking with you. Now that I've gotten a chance to know you, I still could take a total advantage of you. Because you have a desperation that I would just prey on. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm just being honest.
That's what I'm asking for.
That's one thing I say to him. Like, I just find it hard to believe with your personality. I can understand meeting somebody on the street for 2 seconds, but I feel like Rick at a party, if he got a chance to talk to you for a minute, even if you wasn't what the girl, wanted or any, you know what I'm saying? I think anybody who would talk to you for a hot second, you know what I'm saying? Once, would get to know you and stuff. Because his personality, even as a dude, he a good dude. You know what I'm saying? I tell him that all the time. I be like, this dude, you a good dude. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like somebody got to see it. I just don't see everybody mean mugging you like that.
To show y'all what I see on a regular, normal, everyday day. It's like, I get those, they better put their energy and spit at me than just to say, hello, how you doing?
Well, I'm going to say that I would recommend people forward as of today, starting right today, to look at work differently than you do your personal life. Because we all deal with that as black people. Yeah. Don't take that to an escalated level just because it might happen more at work or walking up and down these streets. We have to all deal with that shit all every day, all day long, regardless. Yeah. So in your personal life, when you start shaping yourself and putting yourself in different positions, start measuring that. Okay. This street is business.
Yeah.
You might bump into someone cool every now and then, but you don't want to really meet someone walking down the damn street.
True, that's true.
And what you going to talk about?
It's not that. It's just the civility of it. It's why you doing it like this? What did I do to you? Did I take your Barbie doll head off?
No, you can't look at. You can't even take it that deep to the skin.
I know.
Because people are busy. They got work, bills, shit they got going on.
The thing is. Okay.
Plus, Rick, what look you got on your face when that happened?
And a person come in, hey Shirley, hey Angel, hey Camilla, just like that.
You can't say that for me.
Nah.
No, not for everybody, but I'm telling you, there's enough of that goes on that it stands out. That they'll smile, they'll talk. I mean, this is what gets me. I see somebody come in and smile and laughing so great. When they see me, that's my just like this. I mean, it goes down. It's like, I don't want to smile at him because...
And you haven't even opened your mouth.
I ain't opened my mouth. I'm just passing. I mean, they can be, hey. Just like, it'll drop. It's like there's a button that goes off when they see me that they say, oh, I cannot show any type of humanity or civility.
I'd have to see that.
Man.
I wish I could record
I'd have to see that to be able to measure what you're saying. Because I can't believe.
It's because you're a beautiful woman.
See,
that's why.
That has nothing to do with this.
the only...
That has nothing to do with
it. It does, it depends on how, but I just can't see you. A dude can, it's a difference between a dude walking down the street and seeing a woman, and you keeping it, like, how you doing,
platonic.
It's a difference when you looking at him like, how, and
I don't do that.
And you may think that you don't.
And women pick that up and like, you ain't even looking at my face.
No, listen. Just listen. You may think that you don't come off that way, but that may be the very thing that you're giving off.
All I said, how you doing?
Listen, you may think that you're not by just saying that, how you doing? But everything about you, the energy that you give off may be coming across that way, and that might be the reason why you feel the way you feel. Well, that everyone is so raw against you.
I mean, I can be behind. Let me tell you this. I can be behind somebody, and we can maybe 3-4 steps behind each other, and women will open the door, but don't open enough for two people walk through. They open the door just so that they can slip through, so it'll break.
Come on, Rick.
I'm telling you. And then every time we get to the elevator, I can still be behind it. They'll push the close button.
No.
Oh,
Really? And so if it happens, because that happened to me with men and women, so that shouldn't even matter.
But I'm saying why?
Why?
I think
I
think you be
when you start changing the way you think about things,
I'm just wondering. I mean,
because that's just sometimes it just happenstance and it just happens.
If you tell me what I'm doing wrong, then maybe I may consider changing it. But if you just keep doing it and I keep doing it wrong, then I can't be able to change it. Or I won't be able
I
to
just think you
understand what it is.
focusing on the negative. It's like you focus
I'm
on
not
what.
focusing on the negative because I try to see good in everything.
How many women done hit the close button on you?
There's several.
I don't buy it, man. I just can't see no woman hitting no close button on you, man.
They'll put the close button.
Where is this happening? Where is this happening at?
At?
So what did I just say? That is business.
Yeah,
Who gives a hell about what goes on there? And you can't measure your personal life in the confines of business.
Well, see, you can't have a personal life if they don't want to be civilized with you.
No. Let's go back. Because business is okay. Let me give you an example.
Yeah.
Most of the black women that I work with think that I'm fake as hell.
Okay.
Most people think that I'm fake because you all see me operate in my business perspective.
True.
Correct me if I'm wrong. And I could care less if that's what you think about me because I'm gonna get my job done. I'm gonna get paid, and I'm gonna do what I need to do to advance in my business world. Outside of my business world, Camilla, you don't even know who I am. You have no idea who I am. You understand what I'm telling you? You personally are learning me. But you have no freaking clue who I am. Because I don't want my business mixed with my personal.
Okay.
They are two separate different things. And you cannot measure you, the man, in business that you are in personal. It's two different things. So maybe start with separating the two. You can't measure what people really think about you in business. You really shouldn't care.
Yep.
You really honestly shouldn't. Whether they close the goddamn door. Do you know how many times I said in the meeting, and I'm the only black girl in the meeting. The only black person in the meeting. And it's on the tip of their tongue. They want to say black, dot, spot. They talk about the president, the whole 9 yards. As if it's you're showing me a convenience. You're not saying how you feel.
Being courteous.
I got you. I'm cool. Just don't be disrespectful. Because I promise you, outside of the meeting, if you do that on my personal time, I'm going to probably try to tax that ass. But you don't know that about me because you see me in business. So you need to learn to separate the two. You can't measure yourself personally in a business perspective. I think you are so wrapped up in that, especially over there. And then over there, it's even more worse because it's clear. Cartwright, black. White, black. How many black people are over there that are in managerial positions? Be honest with yourself. How many do you see in here? Be real. They're not. It's the military is not geared towards successful black people. So don't measure yourself against your work, how people respond to you at work. You really could care less. Be respectful. Put yourself in a position where you can grow and continue to grow. When those doors close, you move to somewhere else.
I mean, don't get me wrong because I'm speaking about it. Not that I measure myself based on how people like me, not because I'm accustomed now to do what I'm gonna do by myself anyway.
But you already measuring yourself by who pushed the close button on the elevator.
Yeah, and
you know what I'm saying?
But my question is, what is it?
Again, so I'm going back to until you start changing the way your mind thinks about things, you're going to be stuck where you are. What is it? Because the only measurement that you've given us today, and that y'all might agree with me, is walking up and down this damn street to the yard.
Right.
Over at the yard and working out, and that's it. I haven't heard, I heard you say you went to a party here and my party too. But again, outside of business, you come across so green, anyone's going to want a woman like myself or women that's close, similar to my personality, would completely take advantage of you. Because you don't have that swag or that confidence outside of, and I don't even see you operate at work. I don't know what that looks like for me because I don't really deal with you at work. But what I do know of you personally, yeah, you're going to get cold-blooded taken advantage of and treated like you just a 2-monther, 3-monther, 4-monther deal, and then you out.
And then when the brother starts acting assertive, which he could be, then I'm the angry black man, or
you gotta find your happy medium.
Well, you know, I have a
You don't have that assertiveness. You just don't.
No, you just don't see it.
Okay, then maybe that's another way of changing your mind and how you think and showing that part.
And you gotta be honest with yourself too.
Yeah.
Are you being an asshole? You know what I'm saying?
But see, when you that's the thing is, when you start showing the assertiveness, then whatever the negative thing that they think you are, it just makes it more.
Like, what's your definition of assertiveness?
As he's holding the camera, you know why? We're having this serious intervention here. Okay.
Well, you know.
God needed this to happen to me. I just want to go on record and say that. Okay, because he's put us in this place today for as long as we have been talking with Rick about this today, because it's time for Rick to change the way that he's thinking. And we've done it all singularly by ourselves. So now we've had to collectively come, because Rick is so very stubborn that he is not going to listen to us on a single basis. We had to come and collectively get together and present this information to him so he can now understand that it's not him, it's the way his mind is thinking about things.
Well, that's because I am faced with, you know, it's y'all, it's like I tell Marco, you got to put on my shoes and walk the day in my shoes. For y'all to really see the picture,
I just think you paying too much.
Only turning out to here. So,
well,
I mean, I'd have been there too.
I don't mean that literally. I mean figuratively. You have to see what I see and deal with what I have to deal with and cope the way I have to cope.
I think truly, if you stop focusing on the negative, because personally, you should not know how many women close the door on you. You shouldn't even be worried. You should not know how many women let the door go on you.
That is so
if you focusing on stuff like that, then you focusing on the wrong thing.
There is what's positive that you can see from what I just spoke?
You got it in your brain.
I just tried to be nice and just say hello.
Say the woman is late for a meeting, and you couldn't know that. Say she run into the meeting. Say she let the door go on you.
Yep.
Strike one against the women. You know what I'm saying?
I've done it. I'm just gonna be honest.
So you already putting up your little chart, taking off all of these little. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that was the case.
You don't think, but you don't know. I mean, you don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's like what you think is gospel, though. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
see.
Gemini.
Oh, that explains everything.
Well, I'm just saying, it's cool.
I'm a Gemini too.
You know, Ricky, do that happen to you everywhere you go?
That's what I'm saying, Shirley.
You spoke of up and down the street here, but outside this little area here, do it still happen to you?
Well,
or once you leave here, you go home and that's it.
When I leave here, I go to the gym and I go home and see. I go to my singles function, which I'm paying money for. That really it's a waste of money. And even though it's supposed to be an environment where we all know we all single, I still see that.
I don't see, and that's another thing. Like I talked to you about that.
Yeah.
I just can't believe that at a function, that's what y'all there for, and you still getting this?
Yes. I mean,
the only thing that tell me if that happens, either your assertiveness is off the chain, where you think you come across like I'm God's gift, you know, to every woman in there, or either
I try to be a humble brother to the man.
And then that's what your perception of yourself. You have to start looking. Your perception of yourself needs to be equated to who you really are.
I am a humble person. I'm all about making it. I'm all about.
Thank you, Camilla, for all of your insight.
No problem. We need to. I mean, you're gonna get it together, brother. Just have patience, and you're gonna be alright.
Okay. I do my very best to be a humble brother and to treat women with respect, regardless of how they should be treated. And,
okay, please. All right.
You can. I think you might have enough film. You think?
Yeah, you might.